In this video, you will see how we can download SRTM DEM data for our study area in ArcGIS Pro using Google Earth Engine. We already have set up the environment in ArcGIS Pro to use Geemap. If you need to know how to do that, you can watch the video. I will provide the link in the description. Now let's see how to download the DEM data in ArcGIS Pro. First, we will create a new notebook. For that, you can go to Insert and create a new notebook, or you can go to your folder and right click New and then create a new notebook. The notebook is created in the folder and also opened. If we want to rename this, we need to close this one and let's rename it DEM download for RY. Now let's double click this and open. Our new notebook is opened. We already have written the codes. Let's see the code. First, we import EE and Geemap and then initialize. If you are using this for the first time, you need to authenticate your Google Earth Engine account using your browser. And then with Geemap package, we created an interactive map. Let's run the code. Now we can see that the interactive map. In this interactive map, we can draw the extent of our region of interest. Let's zoom to our region of interest. Suppose we want to download DEM data for this region. Let's create a rectangle and then let's go to the next cell. In this cell, we made one variable named ROI and it gives the feature collection from our last drawn feature. The code is map.drawLastFeature. It gets the feature from our last drawn polygon or rectangle. Let's run the cell. You can see that the feature is printed. This is basically a feature collection, but we have drawn one feature. Let's clear the cell. Now we will go to our main code where we will load the SRTM DEM. First, we have made one image variable and it gets the USGS SRTM DEM image for the whole world. And then we have added some visualization parameters for the DEM. Then we add the image to our map and we clip the whole world DEM image to our ROI region of interest. The code is image.clip.ry, and then we use the visualization parameters, and finally we have named it as SRTM DEM. You can change the name, and then we centered the map to our ROI, and finally let's add map to show the map. Let's run the cell. You can see that the DEM for our area is already added and shown in map. And if you go to the map, then you will see that here we also have the DEM loaded. Let's turn off the world imagery so we can easily see. This is the DEM image that loaded. We can see it from here. But since it is coming from Google Earth Engine, you cannot change the symbology or export this image, or you cannot run any raster functions in this image since it is coming from the server. First, we need to save it as a local file. Let's go to the code again. And this is the final code to export the DEM image to our download folder. First, we imported OS, and with this OS we created a variable output directory and we used our download folder. The code here, first os.path.expand user, it gets our user folder, and then join with the downloads. So the whole code basically gets the path for our download folder, and then we define the file name. First we showed download folders path, and then the file name, we name it dem.tiff. You can change the file name as you want. And then we used gmap.ee export image. This code is used to export image, and then we passed our image variable that we have created here, and file name is equal to file name, and scale used 90 meters, and the region, for region we used our ROI region, but since this is a feature we need to convert it to geometry. And then file per band is false. If it were a multi-band image, if we write this file per band equals false, that means it will not export individual bands. All those bands will be exported as single image. Now let's run the code. The data is coming from Google Earth Engine and it's already downloaded to our folder. Now let's go to map and let's remove this one and go to our download folder, refresh, and you can see that the DEM is already downloaded here. Let's bring it to our map. You can see that the DEM is successfully downloaded. Now let's change the symbology to look it better. This way you can download SRTM DEM for any location of the world. Thanks for watching.